Hi, I am Erin Conover Murray, and this is Erin's Design with Wine. Thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to show you this kitchen. It is a 120-year-old home in Hyde Park in Cincinnati, Ohio. So exciting. We actually switched the dining area with the kitchen. I am standing in what used to be the dining room. This big window here was the dining room window. People were scared when I told them that we were gonna put the sink right in front of that window, and it worked beautifully. So exciting. I have so many little gems to show you in this kitchen remodel. I can't wait. Before COVID, I used to think of my interior design degree and my profession as being a little bit superfluous, and I wasn't sure that I really mattered. But after COVID, I realized that I have a special gift. My gift is to help people become happier at home, and that is important. So we are in the home of Gerald and Julia Sullivan, and they live in a 120-year-old Cincinnati home. And when they asked me to remodel this kitchen, I saw something that I was a little bit scared to mention at first. So I had to measure it, put it on paper, and convince myself that it wasn't a crazy idea. And so when I finally got the chance to present it, I went up against some big designers in the city. So I didn't think that I was gonna get it. Because I threw out my wild idea, I got the project. Clients saw the vision, and they saw the benefit of switching the kitchen with the dining area. So when you see the before photos, sometimes it's so hard to visualize when you haven't practiced and trained yourself to do it for years and years. But they got it and they trusted me. And this used to be another window in the dining room. And I was scared to suggest that we needed to brick it up so that I could get this amazing focal point. And these clients like to cook. So Gerald is a taller man, and so I raised this hood a little bit taller than normal so that he could get in there and cook and not hit his head. This spot that used to be a dining room window is now focal point of the kitchen. So I am standing in the area that used to be the kitchen. This is where the stove was. Microwave was right above, and that was the refrigerator. And there was an island here. It was really crowded. It was really hard to open up that refrigerator. You certainly could not have two cooks in the kitchen. One of the best parts of the entire project, I will never forget this. Julie said to me when I presented the plan with the swap and we could create this larger dining area, I would like to have a table that seats 8. Well, my goodness, you know, I like a challenge, but 8 is a lot. So I said, why 8? She is one of 8 children. She wanted a spot for every one of her siblings. She said if her mom had had a kitchen like this, it would have just been amazing. This is this beautiful table, and since we needed such a distinct size, I turned to one of my favorite iron workers, Kate Dembski, and she helped me create this table. It's got a beautiful iron leg detail, and then we topped it with a soapstone, something that was traditionally only used in science labs, never used for countertops, but it's so durable. It's a little bit budget friendly, so that always helped. When we were having the discussion about how this great table was going to be fantastic, but then there needed to be something here, I said, I really don't think you should put a TV there because, you know, if your 8 siblings were here, you'd want to encourage conversation. And they totally agreed. So we found this beautiful fireplace. So in the winter, they love to have friends and family over and turn on that fireplace while they're eating. It's just so inviting. One of the best parts about my job is helping people solve puzzles. This is so exciting because the clients realized the vision, and this is where the sink used to be. And now it's sort of a family command center. It's where they charge their phones. It's where they have their electronics. We did not change the window. A lot of people think that we have to change the window. We actually took a little budget savings approach and we raised the cabinet. Instead instead of lowering the window. And then we painted those windows black. That coordinated with this big door. And the reason why I wanted to paint those black was because this used to be a walk-in pantry. Thankfully, Julia and Gerald decided to go ahead and eliminate the walk-in pantry because we showed them that we had lots more storage in other areas since we had solved for that. And since we had bricked up that window in the former dining room, I wanted to get more light back in the space. And we wanted to access this beautiful courtyard backyard. So we put in a gigantic sliding door. It just looks elegant and it invites the outside in. People enjoy their time here. And that's so exciting because you can create interiors where you are happier and you're more comfortable in your own home. So I mentioned before that this is a 120-year-old home, and there's always challenges with older homes. This right here is the laundry chute. Oh, so charming. We didn't want to destroy everything that was original in this home. We wanted to keep some things. I went ahead and I designed a chalkboard for this wall, and I topped it off with this great sconce so it really feels inclusive and functional. That little latch hardware there on that laundry chute has this beautiful patinaed brass finish, and that led me to the design of these cabinets. I wanted to take a second and just talk about this window moment here, because a lot of times when you've done a large kitchen remodel, you are mentally exhausted as well as financially exhausted. The window treatment details seem superfluous, but I'm going to take this project and show you how important they are. Number one, the pattern replicates that tile pattern that surrounds that beautiful fireplace. Number two, that black velvet on the linen fabric pulls in this black window treatment detail. And so I want that coordination. And then the last thing that it does is that it gives you this gigantic height. I'm really not covering up any bit of the window, and I never do in any of my custom window treatments. I always frame that window. So sometimes window treatments are not an added luxury. They really do work in the design. Pull up the height and expand your whole visual design. Thank you so much for watching. I love showing off this amazing labor of love. I hope you find something to be inspired about in your home. And cheers. Being happy at home.